Hey everybody, this is Aaron, prepping Ohio. Just wanted to share this beautiful view here. Pretty incredible. I hear some kids playing off in the woods. But this sky is beautiful tonight. This camera is not doing it justice. It is amazing. Just thought I'd share this all with you. Yeah, this camera is not not showing what it really looks like. It's pretty amazing. Well, here it is, 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm almost bringing in 4 amps of solar. Yeah, we're at, was that 13 volts, according to this thing, which I don't really trust. But, yeah, almost 4 amps. It has bounced around a little bit, but it's been relatively rainy and crappy today. But it's been nice and cool, so that's nice. Yeah, Chinese writing, and, yeah. So, not much on solar. We're not in float mode. I was going to do another load of laundry, but I think I'm just going to hold off. We're supposed to have some more storms coming tonight, and I would feel like an idiot if I wasted all my batteries today doing laundry or something, and then the grid goes down and then my batteries are dead. That would just be stupid. So, that's where I'm at now, on a rainy 4th of July afternoon. So I decided to get one of my generators out and start him up. He's not very powerful. It's only 1,800 watts. I guess I served 1,400 watts the same. It only has one receptacle, and it's quite loud. Yeah, there's that thing. It's been running for about a half an hour. Or no, I'm sorry, probably close to an hour and a half. And I haven't put a load on it yet. Was interrupted by a phone call, so actually spent some time on the phone. But I'm so happy that it's running. This is one of those little cheapings that you get from like Tractor Supply. Let's go back in here where we can hear. I think you can hear me now. And that's a heat shield from a little experiment that I made. Just a little burner thing that I tried to do. It actually worked, but I just never did anything more with it because I really don't care. Yeah, I actually got this guy to run this big Woodburner here, and I'm still talking very loud. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but this big Woodburner, in case the power went out. This is in my garage, and it has the ductwork that goes up. Yeah, it's haven't actually opened this for, well, it's been several months since I've opened it. Yeah, it's just a big old Woodburner. I think it's 120,000 BTU. Yeah, this is yeah, and this thing, it's a hot blast from US stove, and apparently my kids are assholes. They decided to scratch all this crap in here for some reason, but hot blast from US stove. And here's the draft setting, and the draft comes in from under here. Oops, sorry, under here. High, medium, and low. High, medium, low, whatever. The little knob broke off, so I put a new little rod sticking through there. And the same as the old one, it's wiggly. Wiggle it, but you kind of have to, just not, yeah, you shove it. And it works, so I'm still using that. This has, on the ash drawer, it has one draft flue, or draft, whatever the hell that is, up through the bottom. You know what this is. If you're looking at it, anybody knows anything about a wood burner, that's what that is. And in there, yep, that's where we throw our cigarettes. And that's the ash drawer, which is probably still full. I haven't cleaned this out since, it's probably been since February. That is now July, well, actually still July 4th. Yeah, it's kind of just sitting here. I did heat my house 1 year with this. I built a little building outside of my house, and it worked pretty good, and that was actually the bad year. I think that was like 2000 and when was that? 2000. I can't even remember right now. 14, I think that was the really cold year here. But you know, it's just like any other wood burner. It's got a, well, this one actually has a 6-inch flue that goes up through the ceiling. That's the collar. On the other side of the collar, there's a 3-inch, or I'm sorry, a triple wall, not a 3-inch. It's a 6-inch triple wall that goes through the roof. And of course, yeah, there's a TV and American flag, lovely American flag. And here's where am I? Okay, the damper. The damper, you know, that's closed, that's open. Of course, that's how it is. Goes in, you know, just any kind of wood burner. This thing actually, I don't know if you can see. Maybe I can put my finger on it. Here, there is an auxiliary kit where you can put a forced air intake on it that just feeds the fire. I never did buy that. It has twin blowers, which is kind of cool, and it blows up these two. Those are 8-inch, and they run up through the ceiling here, which I never put a ceiling in, but in the rafters, I guess. And this one is an old. It blows down onto an old box fan. I think this box fan was like from the 70s or something. It just looked old and crappy. Excuse me. But this is where we hang our boots and our clothing when we come in from trapping and hunting. We set our boots up here on this, and there's probably, I don't know, maybe 2 foot in between that output to the surface of this grating, so that dries our boots. And then we hang our clothing, our coats and whatever from this grating, and they all hang down right under here. You know, that hot air when it's cold and snowy, and when it's cold enough to have a fire in here. That is sort of how we deal with wet clothing. And now we're gonna walk over to the other one. My messy garage. Oh yeah, and there's crap everywhere. But this is the other output. Okay, see, and this is where he is, and you see all the junk and the old crappy riding mower and the old beer cans. We recently had a get together that nobody ever cleaned up, and I'm only here. I'm actually only in here maybe once a month now. But yeah, this is the other output. And it really does heat up the garage quite nicely. Now the generator that's running, the reason I bought that thing was to power this wood burner. And yes, this is what I'm drinking tonight. Bud Light Lime, of course, that's my drink. Was to power this wood burner before I had the solar set up. This was the idea of if something happened and during the winter and we're way out of power and we're not going to have power for X amount of whatever, who cares, whatever, it's going to be cold, I could start a fire in here and run the generator that's outside here very loudly. That thing is more than enough to run the blowers on this. So that's sort of what I'm doing, and I really want to find out what kid did that and then buy them a pet and then kill their pet in front of them. Of course I would never do that, but you know, the threat alone is enough. But yeah, anyway, kind of having thoughts about moving this back up to the house and using it in the house instead of the little tiny wood burner that I have in some of my old videos. This is a wood furnace. You know, obviously it's got the blowers that do all that neat stuff, so I don't know. Just I'm still kind of torn on that. So anyway, I'm actually going to shut this thing off because it's really freaking loud, and it doesn't need to be running right now. It hardly uses any gas to run, which I'm really happy with. It was really cheap. I think I only gave like $200 for this thing, but it was more than enough to run the, and yeah, You can see it's raining. It's still raining. We're under a big tree here, but yeah, we're still getting some rain. So anyway, it hasn't been run for a while, and I just thought it might be kind of cool to just kind of check it out. Yeah, anyway, that's more than enough to run the Woodburner if I needed to, the fans. But of course now I've got the solar backup that I can run auxiliary heat, or actually my primary heat for the most part. Yeah, it's here, let's have a look. Here's the yard, and there's the house up there. There's Old Glory, July 4th. Thank you, everybody who has sacrificed for our freedom. I know this isn't Independence, or I'm sorry, I know this isn't Veterans Day, excuse me, or Memorial Day, but I really don't like tea, and I'm very happy that we are not British. Not that I have anything against British people, but you know, I'm happy for the way my life is now. This is one big maple tree. He is very large. That is probably 3 foot across. And something, I'm getting a mosquito in my ear. Something I'm gonna have to contend with is this branch is leaning over my garage. It's sort of leaning down here. So, this is some, oh, I hear my kids coming, so I'm gonna make this quick. Yeah, hey, thanks for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed their 4th of July.